Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed already, I think you should subscribe. And today I'm wearing my friend's shirt, so oh yeah, you know it's gonna be a good day when I pop on my friend's shirt. Okay, so for today's video I wanted to do a makeup tutorial. It's kind of like how to get less cakey makeup, how to make your makeup look more natural. So I have a mirror here, I have my products over here. I usually don't do my makeup in front of my window where I am right now. I usually do it on the ground in front of my mirror, so I had to bring in my little baby mirror over here. So let's get right into it. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is skincare prep, because moisturizing really makes a difference, I promise you. Before, I think 2 years ago or a couple of years ago, I used to just put on makeup like straight up, just pop that on. And it creased almost immediately. I had smile lines almost immediately. And so with my whole prep skin, everything, it makes a whole lot of a difference. So yeah, so first thing that I wanted to talk about, what I do for skincare. I do cleanse my face with the Burt's Bees daily facial cleanser with daisy extract. I use the brightening one because there's also sensitive skin, which I really don't have. There's also a different one, I think, but this is the one I use. I'm absolutely obsessed with this. This is amazing. They also have a foam version, which I used to use, but I noticed that it tends to dry my skin out, but this one really doesn't, so I love this. And then I did a face mask. I did a face mask by the brand Seventh Heaven, and very cheap, affordable face mask, just very simple. I opened up my pores. That sounds very weird. I opened up my pores, but I did with steam. I used a dried seaweed peel-off mask. This is a tea tree, but I threw that package away. So I'm just bringing this one to kind of show you what the package looks like, and it's pretty much the same details. It's a peel-off mask, so I used that. I took that off. Now, the thing that I didn't do so far is I didn't tone. So I use the Peach Witch Hazel with aloe vera formula by the brand Thayers. So basically just buy cotton pads, very cheap, very inexpensive, very nice. So then I get one cotton pad and I take the Witch Hazel right here. I'm always scared, you know, when I open the bottle. Anyway, and then we're just kind of gonna drown it. Not completely drown it. You don't need a lot, but it's very healthy for your skin, so. Okay, next for skincare, this is still all before I put on any makeup. I use a vitamin C hydrating facial mist by Sonoma Naturals. Sonoma? I'm gonna say Sonoma Naturals, and it's just a facial mist. That's it. It's vitamin C, so it smells like oranges. It's very nice. So after I cleanse, after I do a mask, after I tone, after I do the mist, I do a moisturizer, a cream, a water-based cream moisturizer, and I use the coconut water cream by First Aid Beauty. I love First Aid Beauty. First Aid Beauty is so good. We're moving on to makeup. For me, I don't use primers. I use everything that I use, the facial mist, the toner, the moisturizer is my primer. I don't use a foundation, a heavy foundation, or any foundation for that matter. When I'm trying to do a natural makeup look, I usually do just a tinted moisturizer because it's very light. It's tinted, so it does give you a little bit of coverage, but it's like pretty darn good. But before I use that, I use the Glow Starter Mega Illuminating Moisturizer by Glam Glow, and this has it's tinted as well, so it also helps with the coverage part, but I don't need a lot, but it has a lot of sparkles in there. So it does make the face look shinier and more natural and more like glowy because of those. So that's why I like it. Personally, I like to to apply all my creamy products with my hands because it makes it more natural and more glowy looking. I know a lot of people actually use the tinted moisturizer with a brush or a beauty blender. I use it with my hands because a brush and a beauty blender applies way more coverage than I think I need. So I'm gonna be looking here. If I'm looking here, y'all know it's because I have a mirror. Okay. Next up is concealer. So I use the Instant Age Rewind by Maybelline. Down, right under, so it's like right on the edge of my nose kind of, because we will lightly contour our nose, not a lot, just very lightly. And then we're gonna go down again and then just kind of like that, so sort of triangles. And then to highlight, I just do a line, and then I do a line down my nose, a little bit on my nose tip, a little bit on this scar right here that I have, and then I think that's it, and then a little bit up here on my lips. So for concealer on the under eye, I let it dry. So for the under eye, we're still letting it dry, so it's still there. But while we're letting it dry just a tad bit more, we're gonna move on to our brows. So for my natural makeup look, I try to do my brows literally as natural as possible. I'm using the Beverly Hills, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. And the other side came off. It comes with the spoolie on one end and then the tip on the other end. And it came off. I was traveling with this and I didn't pack it correctly and it just like snapped. So I was like, I feel so sad. Now I have to use my regular other spoolie that I have, which is also slanted, so it helps a lot. Anyway, we're gonna do our brows. Are done with brows. Now since we're done with brows, we're gonna move on to my under eye concealer that we were letting dry. For my translucent powder, I use the Fit Me translucent powder by Maybelline New York. This is the matte and poreless. This is like, that tells you on how much I use this. It's absolutely amazing. I just use kind of like a very dense, very thick kind of brush for my under. So with translucent powder, I try to stay away from this as much as I can, because it does make me matte, and what I think of natural is like a natural glow, like a sheen to it, which is very pretty, which I love. So for I just tap in it a couple times and then I tap off the excess because I do not want to use a lot of powder. Next, I like to do bronzer. So with bronzer, I use the Hoola bronzer by Benefit, if I don't drop it. So the way I do it, because Hoola bronzer is very pigmented, I just tap in like that and then I go about 3 times. So the way I do it, I just make a face. You know, we all have our bronzer face, we all have our mascara face. Bear with me. My favorite 2 blushes, one of them is in a palette. This is the Aspen Ovard. I'm sorry. This is the Aspen Ovard collaboration with Tarte palette. And so this is super gorgeous. It has like peonies everywhere, and I like love that's. I'm trying to see how you guys could be able to see it. There you go. That's what it kind of looks like. Very pretty. It's like rose gold. It's very gorgeous. Love it. So the blush in this palette I absolutely love. It's amazing. Another one by Tarte It is the, let me read it first. This is the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Harmony. My all-time favorite mascara is the Colossal Big Shot Volume Express by Maybelline. This is the waterproof, and then this is just the regular. I usually use both of them. I'll show you why. But yeah, this is just amazing. They make my eyelashes look super long, super thick, and it doesn't get clumpy. Now we're bringing the waterproof mascara in. And what I do, I don't go to my roots, because if I go to my roots, it'll get really clumpy. I just tap on the tips. Now I have this palette, so I'm going to be using the shade Tea Time. Tap a little, just tap it off just a tad. My lips, I use two products. The first product I use is Burt's Bees chapstick. Of course, Burt's Bees is like the best brand out there. I usually like to use the I love their peppermint one. Their peppermint one is like absolutely amazing. It makes me feel refreshed, very minty, very nice. I love it. I just ran out of it, so oops, I have to buy more. But for today, we're just gonna have to settle with the strawberry flavor. We just put that everywhere. Usually if I'm in a really big rush, I don't put on my next lippy product that I have, but if I'm not, then I like to take the time to do this, because it's just like another shade of a very, very nude pink, and it makes my lips look very full and very natural and very pretty. For my next lippy product that I use on top of the chapstick is the Revlon Balm Stain, and the shade I'm using today is 001. Very pinky nude when you put it on the lips, so you'll see. I just put my lips together. And that's it for our very, very super natural, very clean, very light makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my second YouTube video. And I hope you guys follow me on Instagram, because that's the social media app where I'm most active. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my video. I hope you guys subscribe. I ask you guys to subscribe because it really does mean a lot to me. Like this video, comment down below what other videos you want me to film and post for you guys. I love you all. Bye!